Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and we are back playing a little bit more Zoo Tycoon 2, and I need to talk to you lovely folks at home about some things, exciting things, well not exciting things, but things. As you can see, I've gone ahead and redone Woolly Wonderworld. I decided to scrap the whole waterfall thing because it was incredibly annoying me. I actually think it looks a little nicer now. We'll take a good look at that in a minute. Now the plan for this episode, because I recorded this yesterday, whole video, like 50 minutes, was to work on this building here. I'm not going to show you what's in there quite yet, but I asked you guys for lots of ideas as to what you wanted in terms of exhibits, like unique way of viewing things, and the overriding opinion was to try to create like a viewing dome. Now the problem with viewing domes is they are essentially impossible to create on this game. They just are. You can't go underground, you can't go under a habitat. So the only way to do it would to go underground an elevated path. But the problem then is you've got an elevated path. It's like the basis of your exhibit, which looks stupid. So the only way to kind of counteract that, as far as I was thinking, was to then have the roof of the elevated path that is the roof of the underground passage for the viewing tunnel, for that to then become the floor of a shelter kind of thing for whatever creature was in this bottom left area. Unfortunately, that just looked stupid. I spent a lot of time recording and messing around with that yesterday, and then I spent a lot of time recording and messing around with this building right here. I'm not that happy with it. There's two exhibits down there, no terror birds. I am going to find some room for terror birds somewhere in the park. There's one I've got installed that I really want to use, so we'll definitely make sure that happens at some point later on. Now. The reason you guys aren't going to see the building of this is basically because I recorded the video for yesterday, and this was a lot of effort, a lot of stuff gone in. It took a lot of time. I was getting very frustrated with the game. The game crashed several times because I've got too many mods installed. Something I am going to go try to fix. It just takes a little bit of time because there's so many mods installed that it's hard to know which ones I can actually safely delete, kind of thing. And basically I wasn't happy with the video. The video was just me being angry at the game for 40 minutes, and I don't want to do that. I really like this game, and the constant crashes and my kind of struggles with the Ice Age, and the fact that this is episode, what, 15 now, something like that, in a row, is kind of part of the problem. The whole idea of this Paleo Park thing and the Zoo Tycoon 2 in the future for the channel is that we kind of, it would be split up into segments, or like I'd do a zoo and then I'd take a break for a month or so and we'd come back and do another zoo, something like that. That's kind of what we're going to do. Instead of seasons, it's going to be an ongoing thing whenever we get a cool new idea. The problem with Paleo Park is because I've put so much bloody effort in and we're only 2/5 of the way through the park, which by the way I think is looking really good from the sky. Actually really good. The problem is it takes so much effort and so much time that that kind of break format has kind of ceased to exist. I'm also going to change this roof over here to make this white. I think it's going to look better if that's white. I think the grey sticks out too much. I think if we make that white, that'll look cool. So the plan is, basically, I'm going to give you guys a nice big tour of the Ice Age. We're going to spend a little bit of time talking about the Ice Age and our plans for the future. And then I'm going to take a week off. Just 1 week off from Zoo Tycoon 2. No episodes next week. We're going to play some other games. We're going to free up some room in the schedule a little bit. And then we're going to come back and start work on the Triassic or the Cretaceous, either or, before we work on the aquatic section in the top left, which I'm super excited about. I've got some really cool ideas for the aquatic section. I think the whole thing is going to be one big building. Like, the whole thing is going to be inside like a giant reptile house kind of thing. I know aquatic people instantly think of fish and stuff, but I definitely want some crocodiles in there, stuff like that. It's going to be awesome. I actually think I might extend it out. I really want that to be a big thing, but we shall see. But for today, we're just going to go on a nice little tour on what is finally a finished Ice Age section. It is completely 100% done. I maybe need to neaten some stuff up here and there, but by and large, it should be finished. So, let's hit the play button. Let's nip down here, and let's go into the Ice Age. I do need to do some signs and stuff, as you can see, but I'll go ahead and show you guys this new thing first. So, since we can do... Yeah, there's a Christmas thing. Since we can do... Oh! 2 was attacked... Okay. Well, okay. Since we can do like a underground tunnel up to a viewing dome, I thought, right, we'll do a cave instead. And caves are quite hard to do in this game, and they don't really work because the game doesn't have any recognition of what inside is, so the lighting doesn't change whether you're inside or outside. So the fact that this is a completely shut building with a roof doesn't affect the lighting inside at all. Hey ho, what are you gonna do? So this is all a bit, that's all a bit messy for me. I don't like how messy that is. I might put an elevated path across there to block that off a bit, but otherwise I don't really know what to do. But you head down here, Also, that's a bit messy as well. It's all a bit messy. This took so much work. I can't even explain. But you get down here and you've got 2 exhibits to look at. We have, first of all, a short-faced bear. Now, this was meant to be a cave bear. I downloaded a cave bear specifically because it's in a cave. It's an extinct animal. And it's a cave bear. So it kind of made sense. And I thought that was pretty cool. However, oh, my sloth is rampaging. We'll go sort that in a second. However, I couldn't find the cave bear. I downloaded and installed it, and I just couldn't find it in my list. So, there we go. Cave bear. And floating rock. Best kind of rock. And over here, we have a cave hyena. We did have 2, but you just murdered your friend, didn't you? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And that's pretty much it. Honestly, I know this doesn't look like much, but it's hard to stage just how much work this took. It was incredibly frustrating. Very nice, simple little exhibits. Floating rocks in both that I'm going to have to go sort, but just 2 little caves, you know? I thought it was pretty cool. I really wish the game would darken it up. I really wish the game kind of acknowledged... Are you eating that lizard? Hello? So, 2 extinct carnivorous mammals living underground in the cave system. I thought it was pretty cool. Why is my sloth rampaging? I mean, it's completely inappropriate biome, etc, 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 but still. You look like cousin... It just... Stop. Thank you. I can pause the game again now, in a way. But, yeah, that's... I mean, that's pretty much it. That's what I worked on. I know it might not seem like much, but I cannot overstate just how long that took to put together to make it all work. And it looks messy now, but I tell you what, it looked far messier when I first started working on it. I'm going to try to fix this a little bit here quickly now. I think all we need is a 2 tall one of these, or a 1? No, 2. Just like that, just so there's no gap there. That looks a little bit better. Or maybe 3 actually. Maybe a 2 to 3. But from that direction. Maybe just a 3? Is it going to look stupid? No, that's perfect. Oh, lovely jubbly. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I really want to neaten the whole thing up. It's just, it's quite difficult to do, basically. Obviously, it doesn't look great from here, but you don't see this bit when you're... Well, you do kind of see this bit. One plan I've got, and what we're going to try now, actually, is if we raise this, the railing, basically, then it should be sort of harder to see in. It should be harder to see the messiness underneath it all, kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm hoping. Maybe optimistic, but give it a go. Maybe now that you can't... You'll still be able to see him because you're going down the staircase, right? But I think that might actually have improved it. Anyways, nice little cave area. We've got a short-faced bear and we have a cave hyena. Hello. It's very cool, isn't it? I'll play. There would be a roof there, usually. Oh yeah. I love the textures, I love the mod, I love everything about this. And it's about time we had some carnivores, you know? We only had the Smilodon, that's not enough. I really wanted to keep these exhibits simple, you know, no plant life and stuff like that, just because at the end of the day it's a cave, you know? It shouldn't be all packed up. I can't believe you killed your friend. Carcass of 2, right there. Hello, little piggy. And these are also mountain goats. Last episode he managed to get up there for quite a while. I'm watching you, 2. I'm watching you. Wait, you're 1, aren't you? 1 has killed 2. Bear is not just an ordinary bear. No, no. I really do like that bear. Okay, so that is it. That is the new thing. Now we're going to replace the roof. I'm going to save the game because I'm incredibly paranoid about it these days. Thankfully, the last time the game crashed, I'd only just saved it. So I really didn't lose much at all, but it's never fun. And the problem is, when Tycoon 2 crashes, it has a habit of kind of making me have to restart my entire PC, unfortunately. Why are you hungry? What's up, buddy? Oh my god, you are suffering, aren't you? I mean, you've got food and stuff. I mean, it's right next to you. I mean, I know the exhibit's a bit packed with stuff, but I can't help you being just basically stupid. There's not much I can do for you there. A lot of these have actually stopped, these notifications. Loads of them were appearing because our zookeepers were trying to get to other exhibits to try and fix those other exhibits, to fix the poop or whatever, or... Well, primarily to fix the poop, to be honest. That was their main goal, to sort the poop out. The reason they were doing that is because I didn't have them all assigned to various, well, to their own exhibits, you know, so they didn't just stick to their own exhibits. They kind of like tried to do everything. They tried to actually be good staff members, which is a pain in the ass. So I went through and I reassigned everyone to make sure they're all assigned to their exhibit properly. And it has really calmed down the number of notifications we get. Which definitely isn't causing the crashes, by the way. I know some people thought that it might be. It's definitely nothing to do with that. It's definitely the amount of mods I installed. I have so many mods installed that I am going to have to go and do a bit of a clear out to hopefully speed the game up and fix the problems I've been having. I just need to spend a little bit of time doing it because it is hard work. What I should have done, what I really regret not doing, is kind of... I don't know how you describe it. Well, like grouping the mods as I downloaded them. So dinosaurs, or grouping them just like Zoo Tycoon 2 Roundtable does. That would have made life a bajillion times easier. But I didn't do it. So here we are. I'm going to just put a nice white plaster railing on top of this just to make it look... I didn't want to put stone on there, otherwise it would look a little... It's already quite monolithic, basically. You know, it's a very... Bum, bum, bum. So I wanted to break that up a little bit. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll do a little run through. We're going to save it again. I am that paranoid, and that's why. I'm just going to show you guys something. Probably these are all still here. Let's get rid of these. How do I... These are all old. Old. Okay. So Paleo Park is dead. Don't really know what else to tell you guys. Don't really know what my alternative is, to be quite honest with you. It's dead. That last crash absolutely ruined it. Now, I logged off. After the crash, I thought, you know what? We'll go in. I'll get rid of mods. I've got so many mods that I don't need. I'm going to try to clear some. Now, the problem is there's so many mods, and so many are really poorly titled. A lot of them do not explain what's actually in the mod that well at all, that it's very hard to pick and choose which ones you get rid of. But I found about 50 that I didn't think were going to be relevant to this Paleo Park playthrough. I found about 50. So I cleared out those 50. Logged on, saw that the file was corrupted, figured, okay, maybe it was just because there's no mods. Maybe it was struggling with the lack of mods. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe because it's trying to load mods that were already in the game. I know when that happens, it actually does give you a different error warning. It says something like, files are missing, do you want to load anyway, or something like that. But clearly that's not the issue. I don't really know what else to tell you guys. It doesn't work. It's done. That's Paleo Park. It's dead. It's over. I've got nothing left. I don't know what else to tell you guys. That's really, really sad. I put so much work into that. That was 15 episodes in. I mean, okay, like the last 10 were Paleo Park, but still 10 episodes in. That was hours and hours of work, and it's dead. At least I got to show you guys. Look, at the end of it, at least we finished both areas. That's something. It's not much, but it's something. I made a mistake in terms of how we did mods for this playthrough, and what we're going to do is deep breaths, try to maintain some form of sanity, because I can't believe I just lost my best zoo ever by a country freaking mile. But it was partly my fault for just being so messed up with so many mods. What I'm going to do this time, I've got an alternate plan, is I'm going to download. I'm going to reinstall the game for a start. I'm going to absolutely wipe everything. I'm going to completely reinstall the game. Then I'm going to re-download everything I'd already downloaded. But I'm going to put things into groups. So I will download lots of building mods, and this time not just everything. I'm going to download the ones I think I'll use. I'm going to download lots of building mods and put them into a folder called Buildings. Right? Does this work? Not unless you can rename all the files. Anyways, download reptiles, put them into a folder called reptiles. Download mammals, put them into a folder called mammals. Download extinct animals, put them into or like dinosaurs, put them into a folder called dinosaurs. Then when we do a playthrough which would require dinosaurs, I can go ahead and put the dinosaurs in. I don't know what to do. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. It might be a little bit longer now, because this Paleo Park is over, right? I'm not rebuilding that. I'm just going to tell you guys that right now. That would be tens and tens of hours of work to rebuild what we just lost. I'm not doing it because I'll go insane and I can't even remember what it looks like. I think that's realistic, yeah? So that's the end of Paleo Park, really. That's sad. At least we saw the cave bear and stuff. But what we can do is we can take a break, kind of like how we would meant to be doing a Zoo Tycoon 2 playthrough anyway. Take a break, probably for longer than a week, probably a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks. Probably do a different playthrough instead now. We can start some new games. And then we'll come back with something else, probably an aquatic-themed zoo, which I know a lot of you guys have been asking for anyway. And if we do an aquatic-themed zoo, what I can do this time is do like a proper reptile house without the entire thing being a reptile house. I also don't want the series to go on quite as long as Paleo Park did. Like, if it can go for 10 max, that would be great. 9-10 episodes would be really good. Paleo Park has been going on for a long time. People have lost a little bit of interest. I lost a little bit of interest. Whatever. I can't believe that's happened. Ugh. I'm also tempted to, like, mess around with the campaign a little bit. I'd be curious as to what you guys think. What do we do? What do you think is the plan? What is the idea for the future? I'm going to reinstall everything. I'm going to come at this with a completely clean slate. I'm not even going to download any mods yet. Just for a little while whilst I retain my sanity and try to figure out what I'm going to do. But I need your guys' help. What do you think we should do? Let me know in the comments down below. I apologise, I really do. That's the first time that's happened. You know, the game has crashed every now and again. Even given me the same crash message as that time. But it's never corrupted the save file. So I didn't back up my save files, I guess. I know that's stupid, but it hasn't been an issue. Kill me now. But although Paleo Park has become extinct, we had a lot of fun along the way. I really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed all the support you guys have given me. Talked to a lot of you in the comments. Met some lovely people. You know, I've had a good time, and I really appreciate the support. We've seen some cool stuff. We've built the best zoo we've ever built before, you know, and all that means is hopefully the next zoo is going to be even better. Thank you for joining me throughout the entire season. Let me know what you want to see in the comments, and we will see what we can do for the future. Cheers, much love, as always. Bye-bye.